Shalom from Hadassah House in New York. A new year is upon us, and you're not alone if you're thinking, not a moment too soon. We've just been through one of the most difficult years in memory, and we traditionally view the high holidays as a chance to reboot, to look at what went right and what didn't go right, and learn the appropriate lessons. In the year coming to a close, Israel was forced to defend herself from the rockets of Hamas and against the double standards of critics around the world. In the face of the Iranian threat, Israel feels once again like the canary in the mine shaft, wondering if the more distant democracies will not only wake up to the danger, but also do something about it in time. And then there is the financial crisis, which we know hit you and hit Hadassah as hard as it did the rest of the world. We've spent much of the year restructuring and reducing expenses, many of them painful. But even in this year of belt-tightening, not a day has gone by when Hadassah didn't do what the Jewish people, Israel, and much of the world expected of us. On every one of the past 365 days, we provided first-class care at our hospitals. Every day we educated children in our schools and youth aliyah centers and nurtured Jewish identities through our Young Judea programs. We've continued to touch people, sometimes for just a moment, and sometimes continuously. I'm thinking of people like Mital Leibowitz, who earned a degree in medical lab sciences at Hadassah College, Jerusalem, and is now working in the in vitro fertilization unit at Hadassah Hospital. I'm also thinking of people like Ina Zussman, who was paralyzed from the waist down in a horrific terrorist bombing in Jerusalem. In a message she delivered at our recent annual board meeting in New Orleans, Ina thanked us not only for saving her life at Hadassah Hospital, but also for joining with the Jewish National Fund to build wheelchair-accessible parks that she is now able to tour. During the past year, Hadassah has done groundbreaking research, received awards and accolades. We've launched new initiatives like the pioneering new military medical school, in which we are partnering with the Hebrew University and the Israeli Defense Forces. We've stood up to Israel's critics in the political, academic, and media worlds. In fact, come join Hadassah and thousands of others who will be out in force at the rally Stand for Freedom in Iran in New York at 12 noon on September 24th at the United Nations, 47th Street and 2nd Avenue, when Mahmoud Ahmadinejad comes to speak at the UN. As difficult as the past year has been, Hadassah has once again shown its resilience. The ground beneath our feet had shaken, but we are standing firm. That's because Hadassah is not built on a foundation of concrete and steel, but on the backs and in the hearts of hundreds of thousands of American Jewish women, tens of thousands of Hadassah associates and supporters from around the world. My thanks and my admiration to all the chapters, to the groups and individuals whose dedication has been so crucial to us in every year, but especially in this past year. I wish all of you a joyous new year. May 5770 be a good year for you and your families, for the world, for Hadassah, for the Jewish people, for America, and for Israel. At Hadassah, this is something we're not just hoping for. We're working on it. And remember, my door is always open. Let's keep talking. Wishing you the best for a healthy and happy new year. Shana Tova.